Assalamu alaikum. My name is Rapper. We're still reading the Quran. (23) Assuredly, Allah knows what they conceal and what they declare. Indeed, He is not like the arrogant. 24. And say, when it is said to them, what has your Lord sent down? They say, legends of the former peoples. 25. And that they may bear their own burdens, i.e. sins, and full of the day of resurrection, and some of the burdens of those whom they misguide, without, i.e. by lack of knowledge. Unquestionably, evil is that which they bear. 26. Those before them had already plotted, but Allah came at, i.e. uprooted their building from the foundations, so the roof fell upon them from above them, and the punishment came to them from where they did not perceive. 27. Then on the day of resurrection, He will disgrace them and say, where are my partners for whom you used to oppose the believers? Those who were given knowledge will say, indeed, disgrace this day and evil are upon the disbelievers. 28. The ones whom the angels take in death while wronging themselves, and who then offer submission, saying, we were not doing any evil, but yes, indeed, Allah is knowing of what you used to do. 29. So enter the gates of hell, to abide eternally therein, and however wretched is the residence of the arrogant. 30. And it will be said to those who feared Allah, what did your Lord send down? They will say, which is good. For those who do good in the world is good, and the home of the hereafter is better, and how excellent is the home of the righteous. 31. Gardens of perpetual residence, which they will enter, beneath which rivers flow. They will have therein whatever they wish. Does Allah reward the righteous? Footnotes, i.e. Allah caused their plan to fail and expose their plot, i.e. having made punishment due to them for their numerous sins and crimes. Or 32. The ones whom the angels take in death, being good and pure, the angels will say, peace be upon you, enter paradise for you used to do, my bad. 33. Do they, i.e. the disbelievers, await except the angels should come to them, or there comes the command of your Lord? Thus did those do before them, and Allah wronged them not, but they had been wronging themselves. 34. So they were struck by evil consequences of what they did, and were enveloped by what they used to ridicule. 35. And those who associate others with Allah say, if Allah had willed, we would not have worshipped anything other than Him. Neither we nor our fathers, nor would have forbidden anything through other than Him. Thus do we before them. So it is there upon the messengers except the duty of clear notification. 36. And we certainly sent down into every nation a messenger, saying, worship Allah and avoid Taghut. And among them were those whom Allah guided, and among them were those with whom error was deservedly decreed. So proceed, i.e. travel through the earth, and observe how it was the end of the deniers. 37. Even if you should strive for their guidance, O Muhammad, indeed Allah does not guide those who sins astray. They will not have no helpers. 38. And they swear by Allah their strongest oath that Allah will not resurrect one who dies. But yes, it is a true promise binding upon him, but most of the people do not know. 39. And it is He who will make clear to them the truth of that wherein they differed, and those whom it disbelieved may know that they were liars. 40. Indeed, our word to a thing when we intend it is but we say to be, and it is. Footnotes, false objects of worship as a result of their choice to reject guidance. 41. And those who immigrated for the cause of Allah after they had been wrong, will surely settle them in this world in a good place, but the reward of the hereafter is greater if only they could know. 42. They are those who endured patiently and upon their Lord relied. 43. And we sent not before you except men to whom we revealed our message. So ask the people of the message, i.e. former scriptures, if you do not know. 44. We sent them with clear proofs and written ordinances, and we revealed to you the message, i.e. the Quran, that you may make clear to people that was sent down to them, and that they may give thought. 45. Then do those who have planned evil deeds feel secure that Allah will not cause the earth to swallow them, or the punishment will not come upon them from where they do not perceive. 46. Or that He would not seize them during their usual activity, and they could not cause failure, i.e. escape from him. 47, or that he would not seize them gradually in a state of dread, but indeed your Lord is kind and merciful. 48, have they not considered what things Allah has created? Their shadows incline to the right and to the left, prostrating to Allah, while they, i.e. those creations, are humble. 49, and to Allah prostrates whatever's in the heavens and earth, on earth of creatures, and the angels as well, and they are not arrogant. 50, they fear their Lord above them, and they do not do what they are commanded. 51, and Allah said, do not take for yourselves two deities. He, Allah, i.e. Allah, is but one God, so fear only me. Footnotes, i.e. being aware of what is about to strike them after having seen those near them succumb, postponing deserved punishment, and giving opportunities for repentance, meaning more than one. 52, and to him belongs whatever is in the heavens and earth, and to him is due worship constantly. Then is other than Allah that you fear. 53, and whatever you have a favor, it is from Allah. Then when adversity touches it, to whom you will cry for help. 54, then when he removes the adversity from you, at once a party of you associates others with their Lord. 55, so they would deny what they have given them. They enjoy yourselves, for you are going to know. 56, and they assign to what they do not know, i.e. false deities, a portion of what we have provided them by Allah. You will surely be questioned about what used to be. 57, and they attribute to Allah daughters, exalted is he, and for them is what they desire, i.e. sons. 58, and when one of them is informed of the birth of a female, his face becomes dark and he suppresses grief. 59, he hides himself from people because of the ill which he has been informed. Should he keep in humiliation or buried in the ground, unquestionably evil is what they decide. 60, for those who do not believe in the hereafter is the description, i.e. an attribute of evil. For Allah is the highest attribute. He is exalted in minds and the wise. 61, and if Allah were to impose blame on the people for their wrongdoing, he would not have left upon it, i.e. the earth, any creature, but he defers them for a specified term. And when their term has come, they will not remain behind an hour, nor will they precede it. 62, and they attribute to Allah which they dislike, i.e. daughters, and their tongues assert the lie that they will have. Footnotes, i.e. that of which they have no knowledge. Rather, they have mere assumption based upon tradition or the claims of misguided men, by claiming that the angels are his daughters, such as the described in the previous two verses. The best for him, assuredly they will have the fire, and they will be therein neglected. 63, by Allah, we did certainly send messengers to nations before you, but Satan made their deeds attractive to them, and he is there, i.e. the disbelievers, ally today, as well as they will have a painful punishment. 64, and we have not revealed to you the book, O Muhammad, except for you to make clear to them therein they have differed, and it has guidance and mercy for people who believe. 65, and Allah has sent down rain from the sky and given life thereby to the earth after its lifelessness. Indeed, that is a sign for the people who listen. 66, and indeed for you, engraving livestock as a lesson. We give you a drink from what is in their bellies between excretion and blood, pure milk, palatable to the drinkers. 67, and from the fruits of the palm trees and grapevines you take intoxicant and good provision. Indeed, and that is a sign for a people who reason. 68, and your Lord inspired to be, take for yourself among the mountains houses, i.e. hives, and among the trees and in which they construct. 69, then eat from all the fruits and follow the ways of your Lord laid down for you. There emerges from their bellies a drink varying in colors, in which they are healing for people. Indeed, it is a sign for people who give thought. 70, and Allah created you. Then he will take you in death, and among you is he who reverts to the most decrepit old age, so that he will not know, after having had knowledge of thing. Indeed, Allah is knowing and competent. Footnotes, another meaning is they will made to precede all others thereto. This verse was revealed before the prohibition of intoxicants. It alludes to the fact that there are both evil and good possibilities in certain things, i.e. delicious substances found by the bee. 71, and Allah has favored some of the others in provision by those who were favored, i.e. given more, would not hand over their provision to those whom their right hands possess, i.e. slaves, that they be equal to them. Therein, then is the favor of Allah that they reject. 72. And Allah has made for you from yourselves mates, and has made for yourselves mates, sons and grandchildren, and has provided for you good things. Then in falsehood do they believe in favor of all they disbelieve. 73. And they worship besides Allah that which does not possess for them the power of provision from the heavens and earth at all, and in fact they are unable. 74. So do not assert similarities to Allah. Indeed, Allah knows what you do, and indeed Allah knows and you do not know. 75. Allah presents an example, a slave who is owned and unable to do a thing, and he to whom we have provided for us good provision, so he spends from it secretly and publicly. Can they be equal? Praise Allah, but most of them do not know. 76. And Allah presents an example of two men, one of them dumb and unable to do a thing, while he is a burden to his guardian. Wherever he directs him, he brings no good. Is he equal to one who commands justice while he is on a straight path? And 77. And to Allah belongs the unseen aspects of the heavens and the earth, and the command for the hour is not as a glance of the eye or even near. Indeed, Allah is over all things competent. 78. And Allah is extracted from the wombs of your mothers, not knowing a thing, and he made for you hearing and vision and hearts, i.e. intellect, that perhaps you would be grateful. Footnotes. The argument presented in the verse is that they cannot consider their own possessions equal of themselves. Then how can they consider Allah's creations as being equal to him, as there is nothing comparable to him? 79. Do they not see the birds controlled in the atmosphere of sky? None holds them up except Allah. Indeed, in that are signs for a people who believe. 80. And Allah has made for you from your homes a place of rest, and made for you from the hides of the animals tents which you find light on your day of travel and your day of encampment, and from their wool, fur, and hair is furnishing and enjoyment, i.e. provision for a time. 81. And Allah has made for you from which he has created shadows, i.e. shade, and has made for you from the mountains shelters, and has made for you garments which protect you from the heat, and garments, i.e. coats of mail, which protect you from your enemy of battle. Thus does he complete his favor upon you, that you might submit to him. 82. But if they turn away, O Muhammad, then only upon you is responsibility for clear notification. 83. They recognize the favor of Allah, then they deny it, and most of them are disbelievers. 84. And mention the day when we resurrect from every nation a witness, their prophet. Then it will not be permitted to the disbelievers to apologize or make excuses, nor will they be asked to appease Allah. 85. And when those who wrong see the punishment, it will not be lightened for them, nor will they be reprieved. 86. And when those who associate others with Allah see their partners, they will say, O Lord, these are my partners to you, whom we used to invoke and worship besides you. But they will throw at them a statement, indeed you are liars. 87. And they will impart to Allah the day their submission and loss for them is what they used to invent. 88. Those who disbelieve and averted others from the way of Allah, we will increase them in punishment over their punishment for the corruption they were causing. 89. And mention the day when we will resurrect among every nation a witness from over them from themselves, i.e. prophet, and we will bring you, O Muhammad, as a witness over those, i.e. your nation. And we have sent down to you the book as a clarification for all things, as guidance and mercy and good tidings for the Muslims. 90. Indeed, Allah orders justice and good conduct and giving help to relatives, and forbids immorality and bad conduct and oppression. He admonishes you that perhaps you would be reminded. 91. And fulfill the promise of Allah when you have taken it, O believers, and do not break oaths after their confirmation while you have made Allah over you a security, i.e. witness. Indeed, Allah knows what you do. 92. And do not be like she who untwisted her spun thread after it was strung by taking your oaths as means of deceit between you, because of community is more plentiful in number of wealth than any community. Allah only tries you thereby, and he will surely make clear to you on the day of resurrection that which you used to differ. 93. And if Allah had willed, he could have made you of one religion, but he sends astray whom he wills and guides whom he wills, and you will surely be questioned about what you used to do. 94. And do not take your oaths as means of deceit between you, lest a foot slip after it was once firm, and you would taste evil in this world for what people you diverted from the way of Allah, and you would have in the hereafter a great punishment. Footnotes. those who have submitted themselves to Allah, i.e., do not swear falsely or break a treaty contract merely for a worldly advantage, according to his knowledge of each soul's preference, referring to those who would be dissuaded from Islam as a result of Muslims' deceit and treachery. 95. And do not exchange the promise of Allah for a small price. Indeed, what is with Allah is best for you, if only you could know. 96. Whatever you have will end, but what Allah is lasting, and we will surely give those who were impatient their reward according to the best of what they used to do. 97. Whoever does righteousness, whether male or female, while he is a believer, he will surely cause him to live a good life, and we will surely give them their reward in the hereafter according to the best of what they used to do. 98. So when you recite the Quran, first seek refuge in Allah from Satan, the expelled from his mercy. 99. Indeed, there is for him no authority over those who have believed and relied upon their Lord. 100. His authority is only over those who take him as an ally and those who through him associate with others with Allah. 101. And when we substitute a verse in place for a verse, and Allah is most knowing of what he sends down, they say, you, O Muhammad, you are but an inventor of lies, but most of them do not know. 102. Say, O Muhammad, the pure spirit, i.e. Gabriel, has brought it down from your Lord in truth to make firm those who believe in guidance and good tidings to Muslims. 103. And we certainly know that they say it is only a human being who teaches him, i.e. the prophet. The tongue of the one they refer is foreign, and the recitation, i.e. Quran, is in a clear Arabic language. 104. Indeed, those who do not believe in the verses of Allah, Allah will not guide them, and for them is a painful punishment. 108. They only invent falsehood who do not believe in the verses of Allah, and it is those who are the liars. Footnotes. Having seen the Prophet speaking with a foreign man on an occasion, the Quraysh accused him of repeating the man's words. 106. Whoever disbelieves and i.e. denies Allah after his belief, except for one who was forced to renounce his religion while his heart is secure in faith, but those who willingly open their breasts to disbelieve, upon them is the wrath from Allah, and for them is a great punishment. 107. That is because they preferred the worldly life over the hereafter, and Allah does not guide the disbelieving people. 108. Those are the ones whom over the hearts and hearing and vision Allah has sealed, and it is those who are the heedless. 109. Assuredly it is they in the hereafter who would be the losers. 110. Then indeed your Lord to those who immigrated after they had been compelled to say words of disbelief, and thereafter fought for the cause of Allah and were patient. Indeed your Lord after that is forgiving and merciful. 111. On the day when every soul will come disputing, i.e. pleading for itself, and every soul will be fully compensated for what it did, and they will not be wronged, i.e. treated unjustly. 112. And Allah presents an example. A city, i.e. Mecca, which was safe and secure, its provision come to it in abundance from every location, but denied the favors of Allah, so Allah made it taste the envelopment of hunger and fear for what they had been doing. 113. And there had certainly come to them a messenger from among themselves, but they denied him, so punishment overtook them while they were wrongdoers. 114. Then eat of what Allah has provided for you, which is lawful and good, and be grateful for the favor of Allah is indeed him that you worship. 115. He has only forbidden to you dead animals, blood, the flesh of swine, and that which has been dedicated other than Allah. Footnotes. Based upon the conclusion of the verse, the omitted phrase concerning the apostate is understood to be, has earned the wrath of Allah. Those not slaughtered or hunted, express with food. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.